Hello, and welcome to Explore Within. I'm Oceana. Tonight I want to talk to you about taking responsibility for your inner child. We all have one. Oftentimes our inner child is that place where we feel the most vulnerable, where we feel our deepest hurts. A lot of times with our deepest hurt, it is wrapped around our parental relationships. As children, we have expectations of how our parents are supposed to be. And honestly, we have an expectation of perfectionism from our parents. And it's not a fair expectation. They're parents, they're human. They're as human as you and I. And we're not perfect either. So how could we possibly hold our parents to this standard of perfection? And yet we do. At some point, we grow and we become adults. And we actually have to stop blaming our parents for everything they weren't, for everything they did wrong, for all the ways that they failed us as children. And we have to start taking the responsibility on ourselves to do the healing of our inner child. It can be a really tough pill to swallow, especially for children who have been abandoned by their parents or who have been gaslit by their parents. There's many different reasons why a child could have a hard time letting go of the angst and the hurt and the abuse that they felt at the hands of their parents. Again, though, we reach a certain age where our parents can no longer be responsible for how we feel about that. We actually have to become responsible for our feelings and become responsible for the healing that needs to occur. It's really easy to say that our parents somehow have to be a part of that healing journey. That's not actually truth. The truth is, the only person we need to start our healing journey is ourselves and an ability to connect with our inner child. So tonight I actually want to run you through a practice, visualization of connecting with your inner child. For some people, this will be quite easy. They won't have as hard of a time getting in touch with their inner child. For other people, they may have a very difficult time connecting with their inner child, and that's okay. Like anything, this is a skill, and it takes time to be able to connect with it. And I don't mean the child; I mean with the exercise fully to be able to reach your child. So give yourself a little bit of grace if for some reason you're unable to go through the practice and physically connect with your child. So wherever you are, I want you just to sit down if you're not already sitting and get comfortable, whether that's putting your feet up, whether it's crossing your arms, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable in your body. I always like to shake out my shoulders because that's where I hold all of my stress, particularly in the back of my shoulder blade area. So having that loosened up always makes me feel much better. And then I want you to close your eyes. Now I'm going to close my eyes with you and go through the practice. So as I close my eyes, I'm going to do what I call the 20-second breath. And that's going to be inhaling for 5, hold 5, exhale for 5, and then hold again for 5 and start again. And I'm going to go through that 3 times. So 4, 5, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 3. And one more time. 5, hold for 5. Exhale for 5. And just loosen up and shake it out. Now I want you to go to a quiet place in your mind, somewhere where you feel safe. For me, I go to this beautiful field, and it's filled with daisies and wildflowers, and the grass is quite high, and it's blowing in the very gentle breeze, and the sun is shining. This is my happy place, and it is the space that I feel the absolute safest. So I'm going to go to my field. I'm going to feel the sun on my face and the wind, the gentle, gentle breeze. And as I settle into this space, I'm going to call to my child. I'm going to ask her to come forward. And I see her standing in front of me. She has pigtails and a cute little sundress on. It's white with little flowers all over it. And she's very sad. So I'm just going to connect with her for a moment. I'm not going to reach out to her. I'm not going to speak a word. I'm just going to look at her and to love her from where she's standing and to where I'm sitting. And when I feel her start to relax a little bit, I'm going to invite her to come and sit with me. So for some people, your child may sit in front of you. Mine always comes and sits on my lap. We've worked a lot together and built a really healthy relationship. So we're a lot closer than you might be with your child. And as you're holding her, or as she's sitting in front of you, I just want you to send love to her. Acceptance. Let her know that she is safe. That you're going to hold her in a safe space. For a lot of people, this is easiest if they remember or if they envision their inner child at quite a young age. I always vision mine about 5 years old. And I think of her as my child. Not as my inner child, but as my flesh and blood, my responsibility to love and to nurture and to support in growth in the ways that I would want to be loved, supported in my growth. So for some people, it'll be very easy to have a conversation. For other people, it might be a little harder. So in this case, we're not going to ask your inner child to speak back. We're just going to speak to our child. So I want you to connect again with the child in front of you or on your lap. Eye to eye. A small smile on your face. Remember, this is someone you love dearly. And when you're ready, I want you to say to your child, I love you. Now you may get some pushback. You may get some resistance to those words. Just breathe through it. And then I want you to say, I love you. We're going to continue to tell our inner child how much we love her or him for just a moment. And just simply the 3 words, I love you. Breathe it out. Connect again eye to eye with your child. If your child has lowered their head because they're feeling very vulnerable and wounded, just slightly lift your child's head. Make that eye contact again and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. When you're able to say that easily and not feel as much pushback from your child, it's time to call the exercise to the end. If your child will allow it, wrap your arms around them, pull them in close, and whisper gently into their ear, I love you. Slight squeeze, and release your child again. You're going to take another deep breath in and release. And if you haven't already opened your eyes, open your eyes. So I'm going to let you sit with that tonight. This is an exercise you can do anytime, really. It takes only a couple of minutes. And the more you connect with your inner child, the easier it's going to be to start your healing journey with her or him. So remember to just breathe, relax your body, get rid of the stress of the day, and connect with your child often until you can build a trusting relationship so that real healing can start to occur. Okay, so that's it for me tonight. Stay safe, be good to one another, and love your body a little more each day.